What's up, guys, and welcome back to the best road trip game on this side of the Mississippi. That is Drive Beyond Horizons. And yes, I am only saying that because it has a Golf GTI in it. You might have noticed since the previous episode that the Golf is looking much cleaner now. I took some time to go through and de-rust it all again, and I changed a game setting to where it'll hopefully rust a lot slower, and with any luck, it just won't show any new rust at all. I'm not as worried about the van's rust as I am the GTI. You know, this thing's a real workhorse. I mean, it's just got to get us from point A to point B, and that's another game setting that's been altered. It should hopefully be less distance between our stops now, if that makes any sense at all. Also, if you're enjoying this series, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already. It would be greatly appreciated. Dude, I've got to get a different steering wheel. In the previous episode, we swapped it back out for the OE steering wheel again, but it is way too squirrely. Let's hop on out of here, and we'll see what we're working with. So far, nothing. I see a firework, a fish on the ground. Oh, you know what? This is one of those gas stations. Interesting. I've got to bring this thing out into the light. Dude, I think this is an exhaust. I'm walking very slow. Should I just, yeet it on over there? Perfect. I want to see if we could put this on the GTI or maybe the van. It does go on there, but it looks absolutely awful. And it looks equally as bad on the van. You know what? I'm going to keep it. At least for a little while, anyways. But this gas station really just has a bunch of drinks. Off camera, just before I started this recording, I did go through and sort of reorganize our van. So in the very back end, we just have things like the RPG, a couple of extra turbos, some first aid kits. We've still got our monkey here. I moved our subwoofer onto that little table. Why do we now have two crates stacked up? That one's just our detail supplies. I'm really curious to see what's in that third one there. I only had two. I'm not sure where this other one came from. We just duped this crate somehow. That's good. Honestly, I wish we would have duped the... Actually, no. I'm glad we duped the, like, cleaning stuff rather than the food and drink. Because we're already at a gas station to where we can just grab all the food and drink that we... that we want. So, real quick, I'm just going to load up this crate with some Kook and some Kook Zero. And hopefully no alcohol. Oh, and Peepus, of course. I'm hoping that this will be enough food and drink to hold us over for a good while. I'm not really sure why, but our stopwatch hasn't started today. It's only a little concerning. Also, I wanted to know if our exhaust would sound any different, and it does. I don't know if maybe we should take it off. It's gonna backfire like that every single time that we shift. Granted, now we're going uphill, it's not gonna shift again. Unless it'll shift down, maybe. We can keep it for a little while. You know what? It's a cool party trick, if nothing else. Okay, I gotta stay on the road. Oh, no. Oh, no, dude. Hang on. I'm gonna leave the car running. We'll just rip the e-brake. We blew out both rear tires. Hang on, we've got some spares, though. Just pop the trizzy, as they say. We should be able to just throw those on, no? Do we have to do this? There, oh, there it is. Okay, that side has been repaired. I started to hear this weird squeal behind us. And sure enough, I turn around and it was bad. It was very bad. All right, come on, guy. If you could just, like, get out of the trunk, that would be awesome, beautiful. Did I say trunk? I meant trizzy. That is what they call those. All right. Back on the road. Back on the road. Good Lord. I'm not stopping unless there's a car shell here. Ooh, it looks like there is. And it might even be another GTI. Hang on, this could be... this could be huge for us. It's orange, but apart from that, looks pretty nice. Let's see what we've got here. A diesel barrel. Some stuff kind of floating, which is weird. That could go in the rear. Actually, I don't think the rear... yeah, the rear doesn't even have those floor mats. Does it have any others? I do have a flashlight now as well. But it doesn't work very well if you're super close. It actually doesn't work very well on the interior vehicles, period. So let's just put that away. Does it have anything that we don't? Doesn't even have the cluster. Oh, bud. It's got the OE engine, ladies and gents. I'm going to be walking very, very slowly for a second. And another one of those exhaust tailpipe things if we felt like we needed another one. Got another floor mat, glove box, which we already have. There's probably some other stuff strung about here. But I need one of our duped scrub brushes so we can clean this engine up before we just put it in the engine bay. Look at that, dude. Beautiful. Beautiful little engine there. Oh, and then it needs some oil. Well, this is perfect because my main objective for today, honest to goodness, was I wanted to be able to drive the GTI. And now we can. You know what it's still missing though, don't you? A big old turb ski. There it is. There it is. That's what I'm talking about. It looks kind of weird in there. Just sort of crammed into the engine bay like that. But that's all good. Okay, so we've got new tires on the rear. Bald tires on the front. I have a feeling those fronts are probably going to go. So let's go ahead and grab this spare wheel. We don't need the rim, but I'm going to take it anyways. And we'll just slap that in the back. Is this... it's... oh, there it goes. I think it's the rear seat. Good thing we've still got one of these scrub brushes out. I don't have enough uses on it, though, I don't think. Course not. Course not. Let's grab this again, then. Oh, you know what? Since we have all those wheels and tires in the back, what the heck is it polishing the rust off of? I keep hearing that same sound effect, but it usually only plays that when all of the rust is removed. But we're gonna have to remove these wheels and tires from the Trizzy so we can put that little sucker in there. Pop those out. Pop that in. Beautiful. Now we can put these back there. And we'll see if there's anything else on this shell that we need to take with us. I don't see anything else in the engine bay. I don't see anything else inside of the vehicle. Oh, license plate. Here we go. I don't know how important this is. I mean, if it counts toward, like, it being an original part, then I suppose we should probably cop it, no? GT Schlag is what it says. There we are. All right. Another original part added to the vehicle. What are we at now? 35 out of 57. Let me just verify that it is an original plate. Okay, perfect. Might have a front one, might not. Who the heck knows? We're going to put that scrub brush back in there. Load this crate back up into the van and hit the road yet again.
Many, many minutes later.
Okay, I'm starting to feel like I might have changed that one game setting incorrectly. You know, the one where it's not supposed to be super far in between stops. I think I might have flipped that and made it so it's especially far between stops now. It's been several kilometers. I ain't seen nothing. Also, I really, really need to get a different steering wheel for this van, because when we're booking it, it's a literal death trap. It's very scary. Here we go. Oh, dude, it's got the big rig. That's pretty cool. I don't think I'm quite ready to get rid of our van, but if we ever like wanted to piece one of these together, I think I would sort of just rock it instead of the van, and we could We could tow the GTI with it. Heck, we could probably put the GTI in the dang bed of the thing. It's enormous. I mean, even the wheels and tires are so much bigger than the ones we have for the van, and I kind of thought those were big to begin with. Something to keep in mind, though, you know? This is here. It's not going anywhere. We can always come back to it. I wonder if this... Oh, no. Our van actually doesn't have any of that shape. Just to be a good guy, I'm going to put that where that belongs. But I don't really think we need to mess with that too much. And honestly, inside here, there's probably nothing going on either. Just the shopping carts. You getting that bread, making that money. Ooh. Another exhaust? This one, oddly enough, appears to be in the shape of a cross. I'm not sure why it would have been in the room with the shopping carts, if that is what it's supposed to be. Let's see if we can get a better look at it. Yeah, kind of, well, it's more of a plus sign, not really a cross, huh? We could try that out. Wait, there's no exit. There's no exhaust exit. Where does the... Now I just need to find out. Is there? There is. Or there are. Multiple exits by the looks of things. But how does it sound? Oh! Let's rip the e-brake. I mean, both of them sound the same. I guess we'll just leave that one on. If we find another one, hey, who knows? We might even swap it out again. Got some maybe better backpacks in here. Ooh, a yellow. Dude, this could be good. Now we match both the van and the GTI with our t-shirt. Pretty sick. I do actually need a little bit of food, so I'm going to snag some spaghetti. Maybe? Could just be some noodles. What is this? Is that a navigation? Got a little navigation unit maybe? Or it isn't that and instead could play movies. Potentially. Let's put that here. What happens if we activate it? Ah. It's one of them. You know what? In that case, I'm gonna put it in the back. I think it'll be better back here. And if we ever end up having passengers, then people can like watch stuff on it. Maybe. Can we sit? We can't sit and mount that at the same time. Oh, but we could play with the monkey. Huh? Gotta admit that did sound a little weird. And it's just stuck to the floor now. Okay, that's just where it's gonna be. All right, well, we're gonna hit the road again. And thankfully, we didn't even have to go that far. Is that another? Oh, there's zombies here. All right, well, hang on, zombies. Give me a sec. Let me cut the ignition, rip the e-brake, and hop out. Gotta stay strapped, huh? Oh, that's not how you hold that. I keep thinking that we could, like, look down the sights, but you can't. But you guys are faster than I expected, too. Oh, my. Okay, about got eaten. We definitely did about get eaten there. Those look insanely clean. That's not even, this is the Mutang. That's not even the Mutang wheels. I think these are. Probably put our AK away now. There are quite a few parts chilling around here for this thing, but I don't exactly want to swap vehicles, you know? We've got to focus. GTI parts, van parts. Might even cop this steering wheel. Actually, that one looks bigger than the one we already have. What about back here? Anything good back here? I hear another zombie. But I don't see another zombie. Oh, golf. What the heck? A hood? We don't have a hood yet. We do not have one of those. I'm gonna just leave it over there. Tire. Okay, the zombie's totally inside of this place. I do want the tires. I don't think we need to keep toting around all those wheels. They're just going to take up more space. And the tires will continue to go bad as we travel. That's just kind of how things work here. Is this the other side taillight? Perfect. We have the driver's side. We don't have is the passenger side taillight. Glass we already have at the rear. Ooh, and passenger side door. You guys, with the little door card on the interior still attached. That's nice. Another seat. We don't need that, but we do need a shifter. I think we're going to be cruising around in the GTI here in no time. I did say earlier we could drive it now that we have an engine, but we are still missing brake pedal, gas pedal. Or no, we have the brake pedal. We need a clutch pedal and a gas pedal. But now we have the gear shifter, so we're getting even more close. That zombie's really sketching me out. I don't like hearing that thing whispering sweet nothings in my ear as I try to pick apart this GTI. What about, hang on, let's get our flashlight out. Again, it doesn't really work very well on the interior of vehicles. I can't see if there's a pedal down there or not. I don't think that there is. I might see a floor mat, but yeah, no pedals. Bummer. All right. Let's go deal with Dude Bro inside here, and then we can start putting those things on our car. Hello? Hello? Are they really in the bathroom? What an odd place to stay. Oh, I see him. Hang on. Holy, okay. I'm out of ammo. How? Hey, don't worry, buddy. I've got another one of these in the back of the van. You just give me a sec, okay? Don't eat me yet. I'm gonna give you this, okay? This is a peace offering. Go ahead, pick it up. There's ammo in it. No, there isn't, but he doesn't know that. We could hit him with the RPG, but I feel like we're gonna end up blowing ourselves up too if we do that. Dude, the freaking exhaust thing's getting in the way here. There it is, okay. And you're done. You're done. See ya. I probably could have handled that better. You know, do they have like loot on them? No, nothing like that. But I probably could have handled that better, you know, maybe opened up the door just slightly so he couldn't get out, but we could shoot in. Probably would have worked out in our favor, but I don't think there's much else going on in here. I'm gonna take a roadie, and let's start putting some of those parts. Oh, wait, on our GTI. I forgot about this. There's another one. Oh my, big old heckin' V8 in here too. And another OE engine. Okay, there's quite a bit to sift through in here, I think. Let's pop this door open. I'm gonna move some stuff out of the way just so we can get into here a little bit easier. You couldn't use a ladder to get on the roof, right? That would be too easy. Does that work? It does work. I'm tempted to take the ladder with us. I know that, oh, whoops. I know that we have the seat technique, right? But okay, let's move this trash can. The ladder might work out a little bit better. This will be our trial run, if you will. Okay, I kind of put a little too low, but thankfully we can still hop up. Is that the old steering wheel, the one with the long snout that we used to have? We need this. We have needed this. Why do I hear another zombie? Maybe it's just the palm tree leaves rustling or something. That was spooky. But we've needed this thing ever since I got rid of it. What? It didn't used to look like this. It was normal. Jesus, before. We'll keep the stock one. Just over there or something. We'll try it out. Maybe it's gonna do good stuff for us. I don't know. Here we go. Here we go, dude. Finally, the proper front windshield. There's another windshield that has like a rubber seal around it that looks similar. I've found it 3, maybe 4 times thinking it was the OE one, and it unfortunately was not. But now we have the real deal. So that's cool. Does this go to this? It doesn't, but it looks like it'll work. This thing also has another one in the engine bay, so there we go. Bada bing, bada boom. Now we've got a battery too. That's another thing I forgot about. Would have definitely needed that to start the car. Radiator, engine we already have. Taillight we already have as well. I'm gonna snag this tire too. And then these could be those missing pedals. See what we've got. There we go. That's gonna be our clutch pedal. Looks like it went into the right spot anyways. And then with any luck, this will be our missing gas pedal. We gon' see. It is not. It actually looks like that's that same brake pedal that we already have. Not a big deal. Not a big deal. We are nearly there, though, ladies and gents. Another grill. Another tire. Just eat that over there real quick. A headlight? Surely that's not... It is a headlight. It looks way too big, but okay. Don't have any others on the front. Interior. Wheel. Steering wheel, baby. Let's go. Oh, you know what? I shouldn't even be installing these things right now, because we're going to have to clean the rust off of them anyways. But there's definitely more in here. Where would this go? I don't think this is for the GTI, honestly. I think this might actually be for the van. Yeah, it's the front grille for our van, which we already have, so unnecessary. Okay, we've got another big old battery in here, some orange paint, some more scrub brushes. I'll take those. You know what would be awesome? If they just happen to have our missing gas pedal. Incredible, dude. Okay, this time for real, I think we could actually drive this thing around. Oh, there it is. Okay. God, those pedals look so close together. And that clutch pedal seems so much shorter than the brake. That is the factory pedal, is it not? Maybe it isn't. Let's try this. There it is. How was this even in there before? I don't... Okay, you know what? We shouldn't even look into that. It works. That's all that matters. So, I don't think there's anything else on this shell that we don't already have. So, I'm gonna grab the scrub brushes and the sponges and what have you. And then we'll bring over all those other parts over to here, get all the rust cleaned up, and then we can slap them on this thing. But just make a mental note. We are at 41 out of 57. So after we slap on all these other parts, we'll see where we're at.
1 hour later.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have hit the dang jackpot here because we're only missing 6 parts now on our GTI, which is absolutely insane. I mean, it's not pretty yet, right? We're still missing some yellow paint so we can color match a few of these panels, but I figured out what 4 out of the 6 missing parts are, that being the driver's side headlights, the driver's side side mirror, the interior driver's side door card, and then, oh, the rear hatch glass. But the other 2 things, I'm not really sure. Unless maybe the interior has a door card for each side in the rear? I don't know. We'll figure it out. But this thing will run. But I'm going to wait till we get to the next stop to sort of test it out. You'll notice I decided to put another one of those roof toppers on the GTI as well. So we've got 6 spare, all like mint condition tires ready to be swapped out because these are already getting a little bald. And then I'm going to bring that ladder along with us too, just because. So let's test out this super tall steering wheel. Oh, actually... Okay, I'm holding the ignition, but it's not turning over. Why? The battery's not dead. I know for a fact the battery's not dead. Maybe the ignition got rusty enough, finally, to where it just doesn't want to work. Oh, you can also hit the ignition from outside the car. I didn't know about that either. I was going to leave behind the scrub brush. We've got We've got plenty of them. But let's try to use this to polish up our ignition switch real quick like. There we go. Now we can pop that sucker back in. Let's see if it'll turn over now. Really? Okay, I was gonna hit the road, but it turns out I think our van needs a little bit of help here. Our amperage actually just went up when I stared at the battery. I don't think hitting that with the scrub brush is gonna do anything. It might make it look better. Oh, and there goes our scrub brush. There's another in here somewhere. Right yonder. Let's clean the terminals up on the battery though, and maybe that's all she really needed. Okay, how about now? Still nothing. Is it the engine? I mean, it is rustier than it used to be. Give that a quick little spit shine too. Heck, while we're at it, maybe even the radiator. Who knows? How about now? I genuinely don't know why this is happening. Let me try to swap the battery out. It's not going to be the same battery, but you know what? I can probably hit the key from here. Really? Dude, why though? It was running great. All we did was pull over. It's got, hang on, let me check fluids. Let me check fluids quick. We've got plenty of water. Just top that up. We've got enough engine oil. It's not full, but it's enough. And we're full on petrol. And this is a petrol engine. It's compatible with petrol and only petrol. Diesel simply would not work. I don't get it, man. I really, really don't understand why this has happened all of a sudden. But obviously this battery isn't going to cut it either. I've been hearing that sound for a minute now. I don't know, maybe that just... Yeah, maybe... Oh. Oh! Not only did I not know that you could do that, but I also didn't know that we were balding just on the top of our head. It's kind of interesting. It could be the steering wheel. You know what? That's the one thing that we haven't tried yet. How about now? Still nothing. Well, that sucks. You know what? Maybe this truck over here utilizes the same type of battery. I think the battery should go over there, and it doesn't look like it has it. So that sucks. You know, I said I wanted to drive the GTI today. I just didn't really want it to happen under these circumstances. Watch this thing not turn over either. Okay, hang on. Hang on, we're good. There it is. Ooh, she sounds nice, too. I don't think this ladder's gonna last very long, but unfortunately, we're gonna have to leave the van behind. Maybe up here at this radio tower, we might have... This thing freaking zooms, dude! Brakes, not that great. But maybe we can find, like, a backup battery over here or something. I'm hearing some zombies. There's one right there. Is there really just one here? That seems weird. I'm gonna try not to waste any ammo and only go for headshots. I really just kind of figured we had unlimited ammunition. I don't know why. Oh, wait. Can we do this? Is there still enough time? It's just about to be daylight again. Think I was too late. Yeah, we're just missing a few small little pieces for that GTI. I think we can... Ooh, free drinks. Nice. I think we'll be able to find them pretty easily. I mean, look at how much progress we've already made just today, dude. It's insane. Anything in here worth grabbing? We're looking for a battery. No batteries. Awesome. Before we just leave this thing in the dust, I want to try something a little questionable. Yeah, kind of figured that wasn't going to work. Well, I guess it's just going to sit here for a while. Let's keep going past that radio tower. We'll keep our eyes peeled for a nice battery. Here we go. There's gotta be a battery here. Cut the ignition. Whoops. I think I turned on my turn signals. Hop out real quick. What is this? I don't even think we've seen this car before. That's like an old school GTR, ain't it? This is like a Gen 1 GTR. I know that's not how they do their naming schemes or anything, but you know what I'm saying? Like first generation GTR? I'm pretty sure. Oh, that doesn't go there. That should go in the... No. Front. There it is. At least gotta have the... Oh, driver's seat is on this side. We got a little right-hand drive unit right here. This is probably the radiator for it too. Pretty sick. Don't know why it made like a blow-off valve noise when we put it on, but that's cool. And then this is cluster. Sure as heck. God, that's a lot of gauges. They really don't make them like they used to. Petrol and diesel mixed together. Okay, focus. We gotta focus. All that we're here for is a battery, potentially. That is not the right one. Take a gander at what I just scooped up, though. Nice little muffler here. It's probably supposed to go on this, no? Oh, it's actually not. Okay, in that case, I'm putting it on the GTI. Not supposed to go on this either, but... Wait. I think that's French. I don't speak French. But I do be reading flames with 2 M's, though. So, you're telling me it's gonna spit flames 100%? Is that what's going on here? Holy. Is that just the way that exhaust works in this game? If you get something retrofitted, it just... I'm gonna rip the e-brake. That is a 2-step muffler, for sure. I realize that's not how 2-step works, it's a tune thing, but wow. Let's see what it's like on 5% here. Okay, see, that's better. That is better. I kind of like the pops and bangs. We'll keep it, but I'm gonna leave it at 5%. We don't need to blow out our eardrums or nothing. Anything over here? There usually isn't at the bus stops. There didn't seem to be really anything round back either. Some more of those teddy bears with the little QR code thing on them. A shark fin. Another one of those crazy looking exhaust pieces. Ooh. It's burger, but wrong bun. I'll take it. We don't actually have any other food on us at the moment. Literally everything that we own, I'll say, is in our van, which is no longer functioning. Take a nice glizzy for the road, too. I'm going to check the bathroom before we head out, but I can almost guarantee you there's not going to be anything good in there either. This could be good. Dude, yeah, this is where we need to be. Another one of those GTR-looking deals, too. This is definitely the spot that we need to be, though, because check this out. Another van. And it's got a battery. Okay. Charge doesn't look great on it. But if the battery is the problem with our other van, this should hopefully fix it. Does it have anything else? This, too. Little window piece. Anything else that our current van doesn't have? You know what? Just to save space, I'm going to put everything on our little rack up there. So this battery right up yonder. Hopefully that doesn't go anywhere. That light is blinding. Is this a seat for the front? Dude, we've been using the rear seats for the van up until now. This is good. This is really good. Just another original part that we're going to be able to add to the van. I don't know that we have that interior trim, so I'm going to go ahead and snag that too. I know we have that door and the glass. We don't have this. And I think this might be the OE shifter. Another thing that we don't have. Might be a little too small to put up here, but hopefully it doesn't go anywhere. I'll watch it closely as we drive on by. We've already got the taillights in the other van. Another wheel probably wouldn't hurt, but it's not really necessary. And then handbrake, I'm pretty sure what we have is OE already. Radiator appears to be the same. Can you remove that tunnel? Oh, here we go. I think we actually already have that turn signal. Never mind. But can you remove this tunnel in here? No. Okay. I saw this piece and figured, oh, that just must be a piece of the tunnel, but it's not. It has to go somewhere else. But where? It's the engine cover. Cool. Yeah, we'll take that. Can confirm. There ain't nothing in this bathroom, but sometimes we found some halfway decent stuff in here. Okay, well that car's never coming out of this garage now that it's shoved up against the wall like that. This is the same vehicle that we started this whole adventure with. Sorry, spotted the scrub brush and I just had to stop. Or wait, we don't even need the scrub brushes anymore. Now that the rust isn't forming on our vehicles anymore. Once it's off for good, I think. I was really hoping for another spray paint can though. Unfortunately, just green. Hey, is what it is though. We found a new battery for the van. So we're gonna hop back in the GTI. Let's head back that direction and hopefully, fingers crossed, that's all that thing was missing. Okay, I swear this is the place, and the van is nowhere in sight, which really sucks. Also, I blew out a tire just on the way here. Thankfully, we have spares. So we're just gonna swap that around real quick. There we go. I'm sure the other side is about to blow as well, but we'll wait on that. Yeah, I can almost guarantee that this is where we left the van, and it is no longer with us. And on that terrible disappointment, I do think that's where we're going to have to wind things down at for today. But once again, if you guys did enjoy, please leave a like, leave a comment, help support the dream by smashing that subscribe button, and I will see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Peace.